Hey guys, we have over 100 subscribers and we want to give you a big thank you.
To celebrate, we're having a contest. Stay tuned to the end of our video today to see how you can win a copy of the game we're reviewing.
Welcome to Duality Gamecast. Today's episode, XCOM.
Alright. You guys ready to see what this game is?
XCOM the Board Game!
We literally just did a video for that, dude.
Let's just play it.
I've never seen this before in my life. Alright, so let's crack this baby open.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I always get it open. My house, my rules. I don't care that you buy it.
I've heard this game is really hard.
Like Ghost Always Hard, or?
It comes with an app. Let me fire it up.
I think you pretty much need it too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you need the app?
Grab the lid.
Oh, well, there's a minus already. Contest.
The app regulates like the timing of the aliens and the challenges and stuff.
Well, it's not going to be hard to open. As per standard, there's your instructions.
Introduction.
Alright, so off the bat, it looks pretty already assembled to start with.
That's good.
So there's a couple of shits.
Well, there's some good box.
Well, it's their standard. It's the standard box with the thing in the middle and the two. I mean,
Yeah, they don't do trays and stuff.
let's see here. Oh, the little Fantasy Flight advertisement book. So many games in here we need to get and play.
Place the board in the center of the play area.
Oh, get ahead of me.
Is there another side to it?
No. What's up? This is the whole world?
But I remember, like, in the game where you click on a part of the world, right?
Yeah,
And you guys
you're
get
not going to
deployed
have
there.
the tactical part. You're going to just be in charge of assigning troops to different threats.
Oh.
It's not going to be like a dungeon. It's not a dungeon game like Star Wars.
So you're never going to get to go on the field?
You send troops into the field. You're like the commander.
Oh, okay.
You want to open that guy up?
You could.
Fantasy Flight really went whole hog with the app on this one. There's no rulebook, you may have noticed.
Yes.
There's a tutorial in the app. So I think what we'll probably do is set up, stop messing around with the tutorial, come back and play the game. Does that sound alright?
Alright, cool. Okay. Alright, so first thing out of the gate is I realize is that I'm a little behind the times. I got a flip phone. And there's no way for me to play this with other people like me who have flip phones at all. Alchemist had to use the mechanic where you use a smartphone, but you could fake it with the rules. And luckily, everyone else in the whole world does. So while I'm bringing this up, it's not a real big complaint because how many people do you know that don't have a smartphone or one person in your game group? So I just wanted to bring that up and then kick it out real quick so we don't have to worry about it. So what's going on, Matt?
So it looks like we are going to play the tutorial mission. It's a full mission. The first 2 turns have special rules. This is a timed game for most of it, so it looks like the first 2 rounds of the tutorial mission, they kind of suspend the timing so you can learn how actions are played out. It's pretty interesting because there's no real full rule book. The app on the phone is going to actually tell us what actions we can take and which role is going to be responsible. So why don't we start with what roles we're playing? Go ahead.
Sure. I'm the squad leader. Actually, I'm sorry. Dylan's the squad leader. He somehow got his card. Already messing up in the game. I'm the chief scientist. That makes more sense when I read it out loud. As the chief scientist, it says you're responsible for the following. Research, assigning tech and scientists to research, and salvage, using alien materials. Dylan, who and what are you?
I'm the squad leader.
Surprise! We didn't know!
I am responsible for missions, choosing the mission card, deployment, assigning soldiers to the current mission, defense, spawning enemies, and assigning soldiers to defend the base.
Cool.
And I am both the commander and the central officer. I'm so important to the XCOM organization, I had to take up 2 roles. The commander handles funding, resolving crises, and global defense. And the central officer is kind of the upkeep guy. I tell everybody what's going on in the app. I spawn UFOs and bad guys. I handle assignments of satellites, and I keep track of our threat level. So going through this, reading the intro to the tutorial, we've learned that there's a couple ways to lose. They keep track of threat level for each continent. And if we get 2 continents into the red when the app asks us to check threat level, we lose. If our XCOM base is destroyed by the aliens, we lose, which our XCOM base for the tutorial starts in Africa.
I think this is its hit track right here.
That's its hit track. There is an end mission for our game. We're playing the occupation mission. And at some point, we're going to do something that so impresses the app that it tells us we can take on the end mission. So we'll flip that card over. And if we can complete that mission, we'll win the game. So we're about ready to kick off with the little XCOM app here. I'm a little nervous because we're really playing in the dark here.
Yeah, we have no idea what's going on.
So let's see what happens. Here goes. Begin round 1 timed phase. Deploying.
It's not telling us. Okay.
New technology available. Chief Scientist. So normally, it started a timer, but just so you know, because of the tutorial, it got rid of the timer so that we know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, Chief Scientist, new technology is available. This is an XCOM action. The name and icon represented in the purple indicates that it is the Chief Scientist. XCOM scientists have uncovered new avenues to research. To resolve this action, the Chief Scientist draws a hand of 6 tech cards from the tech deck.
I'm assuming I should have had this shuffled first. Do you want to go and shuffle the explanation point deck too, or have you already done that?
Here we did.
I thought I did.
They're little tiny cards. Why? Why are they little tiny cards? I know we're gonna cover this later, but these cards also are non-standard.
Yeah.
So many weird things going on right now. All right.
So you're going to draw a hand of 6 tech cards from tech deck.
Check.
Later actions will allow the Chief Scientist to research some of these cards. The Chief Scientist can show other players' cards in his or her hand at any time. While most actions appear at different times during the timed phase, the first 2 actions always provide players with technology and credits in that order. So it's tech, money, and then craziness.
So you said I should draw 7 cards? I'm sorry.
6.
6. Okay, good. That's how many I have. That's it?
Okay, now the next one. Commander. Hey, that's me. The continent supporting XCOM have provided additional funding to resolve this action. The commander takes 12 credits from the supply and forms the XCOM budget. Ooh, I have to do that timed normally? Eesh.
So do you know...
Fumbling around for money?
I know you already passed that, but so does it seem like I'm going to draw back up to 6 every turn? Do you think that's what I'm going to be doing? Or do you think I'm going to draw?
It kind of sounds like maybe. You're probably going to get tech that affects your hand size and stuff.
Okay.
I would imagine. What did I say? I said 12?
And I do have a timed action. Like, we each of us have our own abilities we have that we can activate different times. And I have a timed action that says I can tap this card to discard 2 tech cards and draw 2 tech cards. So I'm going to do that right now because I have no idea how this game works, but we'll probably do that later on.
The commander uses credits during the resolution phase to pay for all the units assigned to the board. Okay, so it sounds like the first 2 actions of the game are always going to be getting your tech cards ready
Cool.
and me getting money for the turn. So I'm sure as things fall apart in the game, we'll probably be getting less money and stuff like that.
So it sounds like you're getting money, and then you're probably going to allocate it to like Dylan and me to do stuff with or something?
All right. UFOs detected. Central officer. Oh, that's me. This is an alien action. As a central officer, it is your responsibility to track the alien invasion. To resolve this action, place the UFOs in the same spaces on the board as they are displayed in the app. In this case, you will have to place 1 UFO in North America, 1 UFO in South America. UFOs can be detected in any of the 6 continents on the board as well as in orbit. The globe space.
Gotcha.
Unlike XCOM actions, alien actions are mandatory and must be performed. When the timer reaches 0 during an alien action, a blinking warning will appear along with the word expired. The next action will not appear until players have completed the action and tapped done. Expired alien actions reduce the amount of time players have to resolve the next action. Oh man.
So okay, so that's what my worry was, is that we're gonna have like 3 minutes, and then if I took 2.5 minutes to draw cards, it sounds like we each get our own pool of time.
Yeah.
But
so I don't put the aliens out quick enough, but it takes away from
the next thing. Okay. Okay.
Terrifying. Assign research, chief scientist.
Yes.
Second XCOM lab is ready for research. This action allows the chief scientist to choose one of the 6 tech cards from his or her hand and places it on the Research 2 space.
Research 2 space? Okay. There specifically on the number 2 space?
That's what I said. Oh, okay. So, like, just so you guys know, it doesn't really matter for you, but it'll come up as Assign Research 2, Chief Scientist. So I'll just go, Assign Research 2! Bam!
So that's like my second lab or something like that. That's what I'm throwing down. Okay. I haven't even looked at these yet, so...
Also, Chief Scientist also takes up to 3 scientists from their reserve and places them on the board next to the tech card.
Okay, so...
Does the card tell you how many scientists? Is that why?
No, like this one just shows it shows these little shield things, which maybe this is scrap.
Scientists are you have like microscopes?
I have the microscopes, yeah.
Oh, okay, so I think you have to choose how many scientists am I going to dedicate to this tech.
Okay, but it looks like I'm still going to need other stuff to build it, probably.
Yeah, it says up to 3 scientists go from your reserve to the tech card.
All right, so I'm just going to start with this first one that says tech for the squad leader, which I think is you, Dylan. So this is Carapace armor. So I'm going to put that on. Carapace. You say it the right way, I say it the wrong way. Tomato, whatever.
So during the resolution phase, scientists attempt to research the tech to which they are assigned. Each scientist increases the likelihood of researching the tech.
Okay.
So you're managing your resources.
So I'm getting a little excited, but I'm going to go ahead and...
doing all 3?
Yeah.
The number of scientists equal to the research cost of the tech.
So 1 then maybe.
It is recommended to assign a number of scientists equal to the research cost of the tech.
So that one says 1 on it?
So I think you're probably rolling dice.
Okay.
However, each scientist assigned to research also costs 1 credit from the XCOM budget.
Oh,
it is important that the chief scientist manages the scientist so XCOM has the tech necessary to succeed without spending too much of the XCOM budget.
All right, then we'll go slower then. I'll put 1 on there if that's okay with the Supreme Chairman.
Okay, so here's our budget. I wish there was a budget square on the board, but that's okay. All right. Boom.
All right.
Squad leader, choose mission.
So does he draw a card?
2 continents are requesting military intervention. To resolve this action, the squad leader draws the top 2 cards from the mission deck and chooses 1 to place on the mission space. The other mission is discarded. Create a space next to the mission, so you need to make a discard pile.
Okay.
Each mission card has 3 tasks presented along the bottom of the card, as well as 2 rewards listed at the top right of the card. Each task on a mission card is either composed of 1 or more skill icons, or has an empty blue frame, which indicates that it is an enemy space.
I'll do this one.
For each enemy space on a mission card, the squad leader draws the top card of the enemy deck without looking at it.
I think this one's bad.
And places it face down on the mission
It's the only
card.
place where there's actually aliens.
Okay, so is there an empty blue frame one?
There's 2 empty. Is this the blue frames you're talking about, you think?
Yes.
Okay, so let's
So in that one, he's going to take 2 of his face down alien cards and put them on there without looking.
So is it just from this deck?
Yeah, he made an alien deck.
Is this the alien deck?
Yeah.
Where'd the other ones go? Oh, just making sure that I hadn't checked.
He's supposed to do it.
No, I get to that. No, I'm just saying. Go ahead, Dylan. I was worried that these were the other ones I had separated.
Yeah. If that's the mission we're doing. No, you're not supposed to look at them.
I didn't see.
All right, so this goes here, and then, yeah, it's far away from me. And then these go on it?
Yeah.
Where are you? It's going like this, Dylan?
Yeah.
So that it covers the blue frame.
Gotcha.
Got it?
Sure.
Okay. Crisis, Commander. That's me. The Commander draws the top 2 cards of the Crisis deck. Adds 1 to the Crisis pool and discards the other. Crisis cards are not hidden when added to the Crisis pool, and the Commander can ask other players for opinions. We don't have time for that. Crises in the Crisis pool are not resolved until the resolution phase. Alright. Shuffle the Crisis deck, then immediately draw and resolve the top Crisis, or kill 2 soldiers. I think shuffle the crisis deck.
Yeah.
Right.
Jeez.
Well, let's hope.
I don't really want to kill 2 soldiers right off the bat.
Yeah, that'd be kind of
So, do you think that shuffle means like put the discard pile and shuffle back in? You think?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It just says shuffle the deck.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we shuffle the deck.
UFOs detected, Central Officer. That's me.
Do we not do the card you played right now?
No, this is during the resolution phase.
Oh, okay.
This is all, like, the time stuff is all getting stuff out.
And
there's a
then
not timed resolution.
Okay.
Alright, UFOs detected. More UFOs have appeared. Placed 2 UFOs in Africa. I gotta get used to doing this fast.
It's South America.
Oh, my bad. All around our base. So XCOM is ostensibly for 1 to 4 players. So we had 3 people. So I took on the 2-role option, which was recommended to be the central officer and the commander. This is handling the money, all the upkeep stuff, and the assigning of interceptors to fight UFOs and satellites to defend the orbit. It was hard, and I would recommend going 4 people whenever possible. It's up on an empty enemy space.
Sectoid.
It's a sectoid. No
Deploy
building.
squad to a mission. That's you. The squad leader commands the units that form humanity's frontline defense force soldiers.
Well done.
Soldiers defend the XCOM base and undertake dangerous missions. There's assault. That's the one with the assault rifle.
Yeah, I
Heavy. That's the rocket launcher. Sniper. And support is a pistol guy.
Yeah.
To resolve this action, the squad leader flips any enemy cards on the current mission
I guess I'll do that for you.
face up. Then he or she chooses up to 4 soldiers from their reserve cards and assigns them to the mission by placing them on the mission card. It is important for the squad leader to deploy the best soldiers for each job. A mission cannot have more than 4 soldiers assigned to it. Oh, what's he doing?
We're putting stuff for Dylan by Dylan.
Okay, so you
Stuff
can only
for me by
ever put 4 soldiers to a mission. And each soldier that is assigned to a mission costs 1 credit from the XCOM budget.
That's not bad. Alright. I don't
Each soldier class has 2 skill icons that are printed on its corresponding reserves. So there's your skill icons.
Too cool. Get him. Skill him, Dylan.
To assign a soldier to either a mission task or a base defense task during the resolution phase, both the soldier and the task must have at least 1 matching skill icon.
So there's a sectoid in our base, right? Is that what it's
So these
saying?
are the 2 skill icons. You have to match. Every guy who goes there should match one of those icons. Some skill icons have a gold border around them. These are specialized skill icons. If both the soldier and a task have a matching specialized skill icon, the squad leader rolls 1 extra die with a task as a result.
Oh, that's pretty good. So what is
I'm going to send these 2. Sniper and assault.
to where? Are you going to defend our base too?
Yes. I'll put these 2.
So those 2 guys are there. So that's $2.
And that guy.
You want the gold explodey symbol because you get, if they match, you get extra dice. Or gold targety symbol.
Do you want to put
I
1 or
think-
2?
There's only 1 alien.
I'll put this guy.
Now, are we able to go here too? Because it said the mission.
Oh, does it just say mission so
It said
far?
the current mission.
I'm sorry, Dylan. Maybe I was wrong. I thought you said either or. My mistake.
Well, that's for matching the icons.
Oh, okay.
Bless you. UFOs detected. Central Officer. I gotta get used to reading this.
I turned it now sideways for you.
Place 2 UFOs in orbit. 1 in South America.
It should have sound. I'd have to record him and place it to you.
Maybe it does. I have it muted.
Yeah. Probably still doesn't say words though.
Emergency funding available. Commander.
That's you.
This action allows the commander to increase the XCOM budget for the round. To resolve this action, the commander takes any number of credits from the emergency funding asset card and adds them to the XCOM budget. After the credits on the emergency funding asset card are depleted, there are few ways to replenish them. It is recommended the commander take 3 or 4 credits from the action during the first round. Alright, I'll take 3. To be conservative.
I do have a science I'm learning that's going to let me put money back on there.
Oh, good. Deploy satellite, central officer. Hold on, satellites. To resolve this action, take up to 3 satellites from the reserve
each.
and assign them to the satellite spaces next to orbit on the board. During the satellite costs, each satellite costs 1 credit. Contributes 1 die to the orbital defense roll. Okay, how many we have in orbit? 2?
2.
I'll do 2. Crisis Commander!
Oh.
Another crisis arisen. The commander draws 2 crisis cards. Adds 1 to the increase panic in Europe by 1. Increase panic in South America by 1.
Sorry, they're over there now. Yours are really inconvenient.
South America it is. Where did it go?
Sorry, Matt, they're over there. But Dylan's are so far away, you're going to reach them.
Okay, South America goes up 1.
No!
Science Research 3!
Oh, wow, I should have been paying attention this whole time. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'll go with alien alloys. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, scientist, I need a buck.
Oh, God. Alright, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, fight crap.
Ending time phase.
I think we find it out of the time phase. So now the time phase is over now?
Yeah.
So now I think we're going to resolve all the combats.
When playing a game with finite pause time, any excess pause time players have will be added here. This action provides all players with 1 final chance to use cards that have time symbols. Oh, so there's going to be, if we have any leftover time, there's going to be like this just generic time where we can use our cards.
That's when we can do all this stuff if we want. Or we can try to do it during the... That's probably the only time we can use this.
Resolution phase. Wait.
Spaceship flying.
Resolution phase occurs each round after the time phase. Unlike the time phase, every resolution phase consists of the same steps, which are the audit. To audit the budget, the commander counts the number of satellites, soldiers, and scientists and interceptors that are assigned to the board. Then he or she must spend. See, I spent.
So he's paid everything except for the $6 for the fighters, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So right now, so does it explain what happens if we don't have the budget?
If the number of credits spent is equal to or less than the amount of credits that the commander gained during the time phase, there is a budget surplus and players can proceed to the next step of the resolution phase. If the commander has spent all the XCOM budget and there are still units assigned to the board that have not been paid for, there is a budget deficit. When there is a budget deficit, the commander must increase the most panicked continent 1 space.
Ooh. So if we overdo the monies...
Recruit soldiers and build interceptors. If there is a budget surplus, the commander can spend any remaining credits in the XCOM budget to recruit soldiers and build interceptors. Each soldier and interceptor costs 1 credit. Recruited soldiers and built interceptors are immediately taken from the recruitment pool and placed on their reserve.
So that's how Dylan gets his soldiers back.
If the commander did not spend all of his credits after recruiting soldiers and building, those credits are lost and returned to the supply. Oh, so I need to spend them. We don't get to save these.
Because we're like a government organization, so we have to spend our budget or we'll get cut next year.
Alright, I'm thinking 1 interceptor and a couple soldiers. How does that sound?
Yeah.
An interceptor, and then how many soldiers?
2.
Pick 2 soldiers from the recruit pool.
Each player uses his or her units to resolve tasks. Resolve tasks, the player simultaneously rolls 1 XCOM die for each unit, scientist, satellite, interceptor, or soldier he or she has assigned to that task, along with the red alien die. Each XCOM die has 2 success symbols on it, the shields. A success has varying consequences based on what type of task the player is resolving. The alien die is tied to the threat track found on the board. When resolving a task, if the result of the alien die is equal to or less than the current threat value, the roll is a loss. A loss is varying consequences.
If we get that many losses?
Right now it's hard to get a loss because we only have one.
When resolving tasks, you, the central officer, advance the threat marker after each die roll, increasing the risk of continuing to resolve that task. Oh, so if you have to keep rolling
to succeed,
the threat level is going to go up.
All right.
If threat reaches 5,
yes. So 5 rolls. See, then again, it's not conveniently placed for all of us.
yeah, sitting around the table. Normally, you'd be sitting around this table, but for these purposes, we're not doing it. A player can continue resolving tasks without threat increasing further. Before a player resolves a new task, reset the threat tracker line. Resolve research.
That's the first thing we do.
Make sure your threat is set to 1.
Check.
The chief scientist rolls 1 XCOM die for each scientist assigned to the specific task, along with the alien die. For each success roll, the chief scientist places 1 success token on the tech card. When the number of success tokens on the card equals the research cost of the card, located in the upper left corner, the task is completed and the tech is researched. Give the tech card to the roll indicated on the card. If a loss is rolled, each scientist assigned to the task being resolved is flipped to its exhausted side. Exhausted scientists cannot be used to provide XCOM dice for future rolls during the current game round. And they cannot be used at all during the next game round.
Okay, so it's like I probably have an upkeep step.
The chief scientist can resolve each research task as many or as few times as he or she chooses. Alright, let's do one.
Wait a minute. I have other stuff I can do. Okay, never mind. That's cool. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is it's going to be this alien alloys. So I have 1 scientist. Threat level's 1. So do not succeed, so it goes up to a 2. We'll keep going, right? There we go.
You got 1 success.
I got 1 success.
How many successes?
It needs 1.
Oh. Who's it go to?
Chief Scientist.
Selfish.
So I played as the Chief Scientist, and they play a completely different game than I think it's what the Commander and everyone else does. You're not playing the board. You're not fighting the aliens. The resources you get, which are like scrap, is supplied by the what are they called? The squad leader. The money you get is supplied by someone else. All you're doing is helping people. And it has an interesting feel to it because you're not, when I'm playing, I wasn't looking at the board and trying to figure out how to solve problems. I was trying to look at what other people had and try to help support them and like either strengthen them or shore up their weaknesses. I thought that was pretty cool.
I
Turn it down. Let's get a little. Sorry, everybody.
These people don't like atmosphere. Continue.
No, I like to
We
breathe.
like what's
I love
called
breathing.
diverse atmosphere.
Delirium.
Resolve orbital defense. That's me.
Yes.
Alright. Roll 1 XCOM die for each satellite assigned. Along with the alien die. For each success roll, destroy 1 UFO in orbit, removing it from the board.
Do you keep doing this until you succeed? Is this the same way, you think?
If lost roll, each satellite assigned to the task is flipped to its exhaust side. Exhausted satellites cannot be used. You can attempt the orbital defense task as many as few times you choose, as long as there are still unexhausted satellites and assigned their UFOs to destroy. After the task is resolved, each UFO that remains in orbit increases panic in the least panic continent. Ooh. Okay, so orbital defense. Nothing. So it goes up to 2.
Wow.
Yes.
Not good?
No, he rolled. If the red dice ever rolls equal to or lower than this number, you fail horribly. All your scientists or all your satellites are tie now.
The last roll, each satellite assigned to the task is flipped to its exhausted side. Of global defense. Each 6 continents is a distinct global defense task of the commander. Okay, so now my interceptors.
North America first?
So it's 1-on-1. Yeah!
Assuming you clear this off.
Man destroys 1 UFO. And then we got 2-on-2. Threat level should be a 1.
Yes, it should.
Okay, we're going to go to threat level 2.
Yes!
Boom!
Well done.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, now I need a 3rd die.
Oh, here we go. It's getting serious.
2! Stop! Put me a threat. Put me a threat level 1 or 2. We're going in! Everybody to guns! Go to guns!
You're doing a good job.
That, I'm a lousy satellite jockey.
Fortunately,
Asia.
I bet you Asia goes up 1 threat level because we didn't
Have anything there?
anything over there, man.
Resolve base defense.
It's go time, Dylan. Pew 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 pew.
Only 1 soldier can be assigned to each skill icon. Oh, did we do that part?
Yes.
A maximum of 2 soldiers can be assigned to an enemy with 2 skill icons.
Alright, so...
After soldiers assigned to an enemy... Okay, so you gotta place them on the enemies they're gonna fight.
So you put one on one and one on the other. And those are the ones that match the yellow symbols.
Roll 1 XCOM die for each soldier, along with the alien die. If a soldier has a specialized gold border skill placed on the matching skill icon, he rolls an additional die.
So this guy matches this one, right? So you get to roll 2 dice because you match it, plus you have to roll the red alien die.
Alright.
So you just need probably successes equal to his little number.
Yeah.
Shoo! You killed the sectoid.
Dead sectoid! Rocket launch to the face.
If you want to put your discard pile, that's good. And then the floater.
Floater.
It's time for your snipes.
Oh no. It's flipped over and given to the chief scientist as salvage.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're studying the...
Okay, so that doesn't work, so you can do it again.
Oh, is this the matchy one? Oh, no.
Okay, do it again.
Come on, sniper. Sniper Bravo. 1. You got the floater. Floater down. More salvage.
And we need to remember that you have your carapace armor, so you can, if you need to, you can re-roll the red dice. I mean, we didn't need to this time, but
So
if
what
you...
about these guys?
At the end of each round, the app will ask if the XCOM base has been destroyed. If the XCOM base is destroyed, a game over screen appears and the players lose the game. Was the XCOM base destroyed?
No!
Not destroyed.
Those buttons are a little close to each other.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a tablet. Resolve mission. Only 1 soldier can be assigned to each skill icon for each task, and that soldier must have a skill icon on this reserve card that matches.
Can I set them up?
For each soldier assigned to the task, the squad leader rolls 1 XCOM die along with the gold double. For each success roll, the squad leader places 1 success token on the task.
No, you put them on there. That's the whole thing.
Oh, I
To complete a task with an enemy,
the
the
third one for
enemy
here, but we don't
must
have
be killed.
Oh.
To complete a task without an enemy, only 1 success token is needed. So some of them will just need skills match.
Yeah,
right?
you didn't even put a guy on there for that. So we're definitely not succeeding at this part of the mission.
But we might kill the aliens.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
So he needs to do the first thing, the sectoid commander. Okay, it says Mind Mirage. The first success roll against his enemy each round does not place a shield thing on it.
Oh.
Alright, Dylan. So this is yours. Which guy is this? The assault guy?
Yeah.
Does he have a gold matching icon with this thing?
Yes.
Alright, so you get to roll 2 dice and the red dice.
Here you go. Yep. No.
No, so go for it again.
Come on.
Okay, so that one doesn't count because that's the first one.
Because he's a commander.
That's a 3, so you just failed. So tap your armor.
Oh, did they cancel it?
What does it say? It says
Reroll alien die during mission or attacks.
Reroll that.
there you go.
Damn.
Alright, so
Okay, so now we go up to threat level and roll again. This is getting ugly.
what happens when it reaches maximum?
It doesn't go up anymore.
Oh, it just stays at 5? Oh, okay. So we'll go up to 5 then?
Yeah.
Alright.
Come on!
You got
one. How many did it take?
8.
2.
Oh my god. This is gonna be really hard.
Alright, do it again. Don't roll over a 5. You rolled under a 5.
Oh.
So did he still kill this thing?
Killed him. I think the
So
I think this soldier probably dies.
that's okay because I got a new one.
Yeah, who cares?
You're dead.
Each soldier assigned to that task is killed.
Oh no.
They cost money.
Do I get?
No,
to keep
he
this?
goes in here.
Okay. Do I get to keep this as salvage?
Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so now to the other alien.
So do you have a gold mention icon?
Yes, this is no sniper symbol.
Perfect.
Yeah, sniper. Bravo. 1. How many do you need?
Do you need
2?
2?
Come on. Oh, remember, it doesn't reset, though.
This doesn't reset?
Yeah,
Oh, so the...
I got an 8. I got an 8.
Yeah, but this time you didn't, though. So, again, you kill the guy, but this guy dies.
Oh, my God.
Third.
Okay. Salvage. Okay, so if the mission is not completed, it remains in play along with any assigned soldiers. Oh, they're dead. Input panic levels. The app needs to know the state of each continent. Alright, so we've got...
Basically, everything's yellow right now.
Everything's yellow?
Yeah.
No, that's what it says on here, too.
Because you probably drag them across.
Oh, yeah.
Don't put them in there.
What's orange? That's in the game, isn't it?
Yeah. That's probably super bad.
Was a mission completed this round?
No.
Completing missions drives back the alien invasion, and each mission that is completed helps XCOM get closer to unlocking the final mission. Even if no missions are ever completed, the app will eventually unlock the final mission.
Eventually, yeah, here.
About to begin round 5. Things are getting pretty ugly. Right now, we've got North America and Asia both in the red. Yeah, we're having a rough time. We've got some UFOs still on the board. We've killed some aliens, but we've lost to some aliens as well. We're learning that these time phases, which after turn 2, the tutorial stops and you're doing real time phases, they're a little challenging. But we got a lot of soldiers. I, as the commander and central officer, am having a little bit of a money problem right now. We're trying to bust out some new alien technologies. We're going to start right here and see what happens. Round 5.
So, around wave 4, everything just crapped out on us. Everything fell apart. Everything was hopping up in threat level, and I felt like, well, this is the end. We're done. Let's make sure we capture this last round so they can see us, crash and burn. And then it turned around, and things started climbing better. We started pulling stuff back. We didn't really help Asia too much, but we managed to secure the rest of the Earth. I'm sure we would have got to it next. But I was just surprised about how we could get so far behind and then pull right back out again. I'd pick North America or Asia.
Asia's on the brink of complete...
Africa and South America.
Africa has stuff in it.
Africa.
Oh, reduce panic in any continent by 1.
That one.
Boom.
That one. So
Put 2
Crisis.
aliens on it. We cheated right there. That's good.
exhaust the satellite uplink asset card or lose half of the money on the emergency funding card rounded up. That is not a problem. Because I have no money on
And
that.
Dylan's getting rid of those things every turn anyways.
UFOs detected, 2 in Asia. Oh, man. Assign research 1.
I guess I'll go with... Yeah.
That's 1?
Never mind. Done.
UFO in South America. Emergency funding available. So I'm going to tap that for 3 extra bucks. Done. Deploy interceptors.
North America and Asia, right?
Yeah. 3. You're going to go light on scientists this time, right?
That was my plan. I think I'm going to spend about 3 on it.
Squad leader, deploy squad to mission. 30 seconds.
So you need to match all these icons.
Okay, let's go.
Use your elites first if you can.
This was a...
I guess I could use this guy.
16 seconds.
Keep throwing stuff on there.
The bros, yes.
They both have to match one of these icons.
Just one of the icons. 8 seconds.
Done.
Assign research 3.
Okay, that's what I was going to do right here. Done.
Deploy satellites. There's nobody out there, but I'm going to put 1 just in case.
I like it.
Defend the base. Squad leader. Assign guys to the base.
Okay, I'll put you there.
Well, I think you're just doing this right now, right?
Yeah, but made to visualize it.
Okay, sorry. Which one do you want to cover?
I was gonna. They're the same size.
What can they?
Does it handle both? Does it handle both?
Yes.
Because you can double up.
I know.
You don't want to double up?
I'm doubling up.
No?
Think I can do both?
Yeah.
You sure? Because those guys,
They're
a hand in the thing. That's not a thing.
South America.
Alright, let's do one.
Okay. Can you see how there's still the two there? They have to be two different ones.
Sign Research 2.
Done.
Ending time phase. Okay.
Is this open again?
Yeah.
Like it?
Yeah. Resolve mission.
Oh, come on.
Come on, squad leader.
All right, Dylan. So now you get us. Did you have to have a guy assigned to it for you to be able to put this on? Okay. So Dylan, you automatically kill this guy because he's dead.
Woo! Glad I can help.
This elite guy.
Airstrike. Do you have any yellows?
No, he doesn't have any yellows.
Okay. But he's elite, so 2 blue dice.
Alright.
1! How many did you take?
One.
Yeah! Now your elite support. Does he have any yellows?
Yeah, he has the bro thing.
Does he yellow? Oh, he does.
So he's
Whoa,
3.
well matched.
3 dice.
Hold on, Dylan. You can make this happen. That's what we needed.
Alright, we cleared a mission.
Things were kind of coming down the wire, but I did go across the board and I got rid of all the enemies. I kept on rolling really good, and to me that actually stuck out at the end because I felt like I did contribute to my team.
We'll win, right? We're winning.
Okay. Winning.
Reduce panic in South America by 2.
South America okay. By 2?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yep.
Now I gotta set our status. So we have Asia in the red and North America back in the yellow. Yay! Did you complete a mission? Yes.
Yes, we did.
Refresh your
Follow
card.
mission?
We won't know yet. About to begin round 6.
This is gonna own us. All right.
Deploying in 3, 2,
Maybe it'll tell us, it's
1.
gonna tell us maybe right now.
Technology available.
Done.
$12. Yeah! 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. UFOs in Australia, Africa, and Europe.
Australia, Africa, and Europe.
That doesn't affect us.
Crisis.
Dylan's been clearing that
The
every
chief
round.
scientist discards 3 tech cards or discard 1 research to tech.
Three tech cards. Yeah, that's fine with me.
Enemy in base. So glad we cleared that out. Assign research 2. We're gonna have about $15 this turn, just so you know. So it's not a lot.
I'll go with that. I'm good.
Final mission available. Turn it over. Final mission.
Oh, really?
All right. So only elite soldiers can be assigned to this task. This task requires 3 shits to
Deploy
complete.
squads to mission.
Oh,
So it just goes. So fill this thing up as much as well. Don't forget you have to go left to right. So there's an alien here that you don't know what it is. You're gonna have to fight something here, and only elite guys can be put here.
only?
Only elite guys can be put here.
22 seconds.
2.
Make sure you match that.
And put a guy over here if you can.
elite support. Put the elite support there.
Okay, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Put the next guy on here before the time runs out.
Do you have any more elites?
Okay.
Can you
Quit
skip?
worrying about that. Finish the thing. Oh God. Are we good?
5 seconds. That's
Are
all
we-
you're putting there?
Yeah.
You never want
Crisis.
to. This is how we win the game.
Threat starts at 2 for each task this round, or increase panic in Europe by 1. I think we can handle that. Emergency funding available, so I tap for $3. Assign research 3.
Time research 3. Done.
UFOs in orbit and Europe. Enemy in base.
Woo!
Crisis. Oh man, they are piling it on. Kill 1 soldier assigned to the mission, or move all satellites in orbit to their reserve. Are you going to be able to destroy one of these?
What?
Yeah, he has to put any soldier on there, right? Place 2 soldiers. Yeah, you have plenty of them.
Deploy satellites.
I may be able to destroy a UFO in orbit if there's at least 1 satellite if I can get this thing built. So
Deploy interceptors. All right. Is Asia? No. North America? No. Africa and Europe.
that's the 2 that we don't have enough money.
I've spent $6.
Okay, I've only spent 2. Dylan's only spent 4, so we're probably good. That's 16. Wait, that's 12.
Reassign research 1.
How much money do you think we have
$3 or $4
left?
Yeah.
Okay, do 1.
UFOs in Europe and Australia. Holy crap!
We're gonna Australia's gonna get pwned right now. All right,
Defend the base.
put guys on the base.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot about that.
This won't be bad.
Just 1, yeah, 1 for each.
Just one.
Just 1 in each, because we don't have enough money.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In time phase. Resolve mission.
All right, let's flip over that dude. I probably should have done that earlier, huh?
I think he's dead.
Well, this guy can't even shoot.
But he does have a success on him. So
He does have success, yeah. He's on.
The plane.
Oh, so that means that this guy is here. We probably should have signed that. I think you do that after we assign the thing. That's okay.
Dead?
Yes.
That
Can
was
you
lucky.
assign all these guys to this thing?
No, there's only elite.
Yeah. He's just.
Oh, that's right.
I think he's wasted. Unless he can go over there.
No.
Does he have?
Oh, he has the bro symbol.
Does he have the pro symbol?
Yeah, but it's not golden.
Doesn't have to.
That's all be golden.
Oh.
You just don't get bonus dice. That's cool. So only league guys can go on there. Do it to it, Dylan.
You could win the game, just FYI.
So
Oh, no,
you
you got
have
3 successes.
You have 2 elite guys, so they each give you 2 dice. You get 4 dice.
Come on, man. Focus. Focus.
There's no good place to roll.
Yeah, why don't you just roll right there?
2 successes.
That's we only needed 1.
Yeah!
So the first 2 things are good. All right, Dylan. So this one requires 3 successes to complete.
How many dice did you roll?
Let's see. Does the sniper have the gold snipe icon, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the sniper I can't see. Okay. So the sniper starts with 2. Plus he matches. That's 3, and this guy just matches, so he's 7. So 4 dice there too.
You need 3 successes?
You need 3 successes.
Oh,
That's the first one.
Jesus.
Do it again, Dylan.
Do
You
we
got
have any
this.
reroll cards? Any of us? Anything for this?
No.
There's 2.
Is there 2 there? All right. That's 2. You just need 1 more.
1 more.
And not roll 3 on the red dice. You got it.
You won? I think?
Yeah, it says win the game.
That's a success thing.
Win the game.
Oh, this game is pretty baby. That wasn't so hard.
Resolve final mission. Completed.
It's going to be like, now for the super secret extra round.
Victory!
How did that...
I honestly thought we were going to lose.
Yeah, I began this with the previous round. I was like, oh, okay, so this is our last round.
All right.
Yeah! This is what we should be doing. Brofisting right here, right? Yeah, brofist.
Okay,
You know where
the Predator. Wow. Well, it was a tutorial mission, to be fair. So
I still feel like a hero. I don't care what you say.
all right, let's clean up and come back and talk.
Sounds good. All right, so that was our first game of XCOM. Matt, how did it play for you? How did it feel?
You know, it started off, I was really hesitant because there's no rule book for this game. It's all, like, you get set up on a little 4-page guide, but it's all on the app, right? it's like you're depending on that tutorial mission and the rules in the app to guide you through. And with the whole, I knew it was timed, but we didn't know how much time at first or anything. So it was like, it was scary before we even got there.
Yeah.
The first 2 rounds of the tutorial, they actually suspend the timing so you can learn how the turns work, which is good. Once we got past those first 2 rounds, we started going. It was pretty hectic.
Yes.
I was playing 2 roles, the central officer and the commander. So I was kind of the money upkeep guy with a sideline in satellites to control orbital UFOs and interceptors to engage UFOs that come to the planet. There's actually a phase just for counting out your money for the turn, and that felt like, oh my god, I'm taking too long counting money. So the time phases they were high pressure.
Yes.
I was always afraid I was going to skip something. You get quite a few cards over the course of the game in play, like technology cards.
Mm-hmm.
You start with some, and then you get more as you, the scientist, build them. And I don't know if it was just because I was using those 2 roles or not, but I felt like there were a lot of them. I tried to lump them to the appropriate times.
I think I threw that on you though, because I developed like 1 science or something for me. I think almost everything I developed was for you. So I think I kept, because we were worried about money, we were worried about like the board. So that's what I was focusing on. I wasn't focusing on giving me and Dylan as much stuff. So I think that's probably the reason too, is we, not only were you playing 2 roles, I also gave you all the technologies.
I mean, I appreciated it.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about being squad leader?
I think it's actually, well, when it comes to the gameplay of this game, it's definitely the best choice.
The one you preferred?
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel the time pressure, like when you had to assign guys?
It wasn't that bad. No.
What about, so when aliens show up in your base, they attack your base, or they can be on mission cards, right? And they have icons on them. And when you send your troops in, a troop has to match an icon to an icon, right? Like, an icon on the troop has to match the icon on the alien. And it seemed like that was kind of hectic sometimes, too. Because if you can send 2 troops to fight an alien, but only if they have separate icons, different icons that match. Like, that was... I was feeling hectic just watching you do that.
No, it wasn't that bad. We had close to a minute to do everything. It wasn't...
You had actually 30 seconds. It might have felt like a minute.
Well, yeah, it wasn't bad.
Some of the phases were much shorter than others. I don't know if how we're doing affects the time. I couldn't tell because everything was going so
we're going
fast.
too quick.
But I could tell, like, when we failed to complete some missions or our threat levels goes up, for a while there, our income was going down.
Mm-hmm.
And that was terrifying. we kind of turned that around. What did you think about the scientist process?
The scientist thing, for me, was stressful because basically you're going to be like, William, put a card down in spot 2 or 3, whatever it is. So I have to have a card ready to put down and know how many tokens. And a couple times where I put a card down and go, good! And then I realized I hadn't put my little science tokens on to actually devote anything to it. Because since, like, one of the first actions usually is the science person draws their hand up. So I'm getting brand new cards, and then usually you would get money. And then you'd be like, William, put a science card down. I'd be like, I'm still reading these cards, and they all, like, reference things, and I have to, like, okay, this one's based on this type of soldier. How many did Dylan have? So they, like, I feel like each person had, like, a different kind of, like, pressure type of thing. Yeah. So I know for me, it was a matter of holding 6 cards that I'd never read before in the game, and then trying to figure out continuously on the fly. Like, every time that there was a pause, I was, like, looking at my cards and going, okay, does this one work? Does this need? What happened? Like, oh, I already played that one. Like, it was continuously just chaos, and I didn't have enough time to adapt and swallow, which made the game fun and fast paced. But it's definitely a pressure situation I see, and it's what I feel the soldier guy gets. What's this called again? He's called the squad leader. He gets it in a different way. Like for this, with the scientist, you're looking and you're reading a bunch of cards and trying to figure out what's best for the board for what you guys need long term. Whereas the soldier's looking at it every turn, it's just like, okay, what icons are up? And it's kind of a matching game. And then it seemed like with you, it was just, you just kept getting hammered with one thing after another. You had just a ton of stuff to do, probably because you're holding 2 roles. But it would be, okay, put satellites down. Okay, now put planes down. okay, now move this threat marker. Okay, now draw 2 cards and pick which one you want. And it was just one thing after another, where when it came to me, it was like, William, pick a science card. And then Matt would have 3 things to do. And then Dylan would do something. And then, William, play science. Like that's how the pacing felt. But because I was, every time you said put a science card, I had already spent all the time panicking off time. When I got to my actual turn to play, it was easy. It was like, boom, 2 tokens, I'm done. Whereas I felt like you guys had more stuff to do, like on the fly on your turns. My stress was all off turn, trying to capture every moment that I could to like prep.
And it was interesting too because early in each timed round, I have to get our money for the turn.
Mm-hmm.
There's like $10 to $12 plus any bonus money we might get. But then every soldier that Dylan puts out, every scientist you put out, every satellite I put out, and every interceptor I put out costs $1. And it's all happening at different times.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's timed. So if I actually tried to stop and go, okay, 3, 4, 5, okay, you're going 6. There's no way. Part of it, I was guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I was totally going on feel. And most of the time it worked out. One time, I think we had the deficit.
We had deficit one time.
And there are things that happen that raise the panic level of the continents. If you run a deficit, it can raise it. If the UFOs are still at the continents after the interceptors engage them, that raises their panic. I think there were a couple others. Some of the crisis cards, I think, could raise panic.
Yes, and as your base took damage, it would activate, like there's a primary mission card that you have to wait for the game to unlock for you to beat.
Right.
But as your base takes damage, when it gets to certain points, there's like a negative effect on that's going off too.
Yeah. And
that was what, having played with the app, and something they did well with the app, is that we were like, is it time? Is this flipping over?
Mm.
Is this the round that's happening? No. Okay. Then I guess we keep fighting. And the game was a big roller coaster, because when we played it and it felt like we were just getting beat down, things were getting worse and worse and worse. And then we're like, all right, this is probably the last round we're going to have.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And somehow it pulled up. And I want to say it's because we like adapted, but I feel some of it's a little bit of the luck, but also because we finally, I think, got ahead of the curve on some stuff. And I think we started seeing some things that we weren't seeing before. And we were defensively planning stuff, because basically the little, what are these called? Flying saucers,
yeah.
UFOs come down, and then you put down your planes, and then more UFOs come down. Yeah. So we'd be like, okay, everything's over North America, pile it on, and then stuff would come over here and land in Asia after that, and we realized, like, oops, we didn't defend Asia, and it's almost like all the way to the top. We probably should have done stuff like defensively ahead of time.
Yeah, we almost lost Asia.
Yeah. And at the end, I mean, everything was bad at the end, right? Like, I mean, we had some stuff in yellow, but there's kind of like this threat track that you move up with it, and we were worried. Like Asia was one notch away from being in full panic. Everything else was close to being out. And I don't know how the game works, and this is part of the thing that makes it hard to rule. Like, I don't know if having more stuff in threat moves the game up, this thing up faster. You keep these stuff in yellow, moves it up faster, if it has no effect on the game.
What I caught in the book was that completing normal missions would increase your likelihood of activating the final mission. So, I think, what did we go to, like
2 or 3 missions?
2 or 3 we finished, and it wasn't until we got like 2 boom boom, I think, and then it like flipped over. I have no idea what the formula for that is.
What was we finished on the 6th round, right?
6 or 7. Yeah.
So, yeah, but I think we beat 2 missions basically.
And the balance, like the time pressure, is what makes us all happy. Because really, if you took the time pressure out of it, everything's pretty simple. These all cost 1. Soldiers, fighters, satellites, scientists, they all cost 1. You put them somewhere, it gives you 1 die to roll.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have the time pressure to assigning them, and that just changes it all around. And I think what also it does is you're not going to ever alpha game this game.
There's not enough time.
There's not enough time.
That's what one of the things I was referring to is like Space Cadets. It does that same type of thing. Because you're fighting against the clock the whole time. Yeah, you didn't have enough time to worry about what my science I was picking, because you're supposed to go like, I hit the button because we need to move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And And, Dylan's still looking at his cards. And then as soon as it gets off of me, I'm reading through my cards again to try to make sure I have the right stuff planned for the next time, say, a scientist is. Yeah. And then it's my turn again and I do it. I don't have enough time to even pay attention inherently what you're doing. I mean, we're looking and checking stuff every once in a while, but a lot of it was like, what's happening? Okay, unless one of us got like kind of stammered, and then the other people will be like, okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And we get right back into it. So I think there is no alpha gamer like possibility in this unless you guys get unless everyone gets so good at it, it becomes this really calm, cool game. In which case, the alpha gamer thing is kind of moot at that point anyway. So yeah, it seems like it might be kind of immune or at least highly resistant to it.
What might be weird though is say I want to play this game again. I enjoyed it. Say you've played this game with a group multiple times, and you got your groove going. Everyone's managing their roles responsibly, and then you get like one new person. Then it's almost like you have a beta player. It's
yes.
Like, I could see this game with all that pressure and people understanding, prioritizing stuff, and then one new person. That new person is going to stick out like a sore thumb. And you're not going to have time to tell them, oh, do this, that's best. Do this, that's best. So there's no time really for that.
Well, yeah, and this is something I can see, like maybe, I mean, you're competing against yourself, or it's it's a cooperative game, so it's not like a team sport. But I can see this being, like, because of the frantic nature of it, it feels almost like it could be some type of like almost like a board game sport. Like I could see like just as a group of people being like, hey, we're gonna get together and we're gonna play this game and we're gonna try to get better at it.
There is a scoring in the little setup guide.
So you could try to beat your own score.
You could try to score. We didn't do it. The tutorial. We'll do it next time. Okay, so it's a Fantasy Flight game. They're known for their components and their art and all that quality. What do you guys think?
Horrible. Worst game ever. No, I think the components are great. All the soldier tokens, there's 4 different kinds. They all look very distinct. Little flying saucers look like little flying saucers. They made them because you're frantically slamming your hands around all over this thing. They made bad things red and good things gray, so you never get confused on what's what. We have these little tokens that we're using. They made them, they're the right size, the right thickness. They're easy to pick up. I never was like, I can't, how do I count them? Everything seemed to run good. Art on the cards itself is good, but because of the way the frantic nature of this game, I'm not looking at the art at all on the cards. I mean, they almost, if they were just blank white with just black text on them, I would have been fine with it the way I'm playing. The board has an interesting look. I would say that it's not hard, but it's a little muddled, the map, in terms of Africa, Asia, and Europe. You know where they're at. It's the world map. But I could see, like, throwing stuff down and then being like, oh, the land, where this ended up at. I mean, I'm trying to find problems here, really, with it. But everything had its place. Everything was really clear. I don't think that once we got started, after we got past the fear of there being no instructions, after we got past that, iconography on it was clean. Everything on it was really simple.
Yeah, it's high quality product. I don't think that, like, Imperial Assault, kind of the same level of quality and detail.
Yeah.
One thing they did in Imperial Assault, I didn't feel it as much in this game, was the tokens would be like die cut to match symbols and stuff.
All right, see what you're saying? Well,
I mean, they're a little bit on here, but
they did the success tokens are that kind of pentagon shape.
Yeah, but there's no like slot for them really. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like on the actual spots. Yeah. Because everything just kind of floats around in this game.
I love the miniatures. The style is right out of the most recent XCOM game, which I played a bunch, so I kind of appreciated that quite a bit. It's that style, like, completely. Some people are going to be surprised that there's no tactical side to this game. I mean, a lot of people like the tactical side of the game. That's not what this game is.
It's abstracted.
It's abstracted. However, I wouldn't be surprised. It's Fantasy Flight. You know, they might make, now that they have the XCOM IP, maybe they'll make a separate tactical XCOM game.
It seems almost like almost obvious.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would or not, but yeah.
What did you think about the art and component quality?
Like the figurines and stuff were fine. The art was definitely average. Like some of it takes inspiration from the actual game. I've also played XCOM, but some of the pictures were a little like this one right here seems like a screenshot from the game, but other ones seem like kind of like just paintings almost. But yeah, the art was fine to me. I thought a lot of it did look like the game, and a lot of it looked kind of odd sometimes, but like you said, you never really had time to look at it anyway, so
yeah,
that was fine.
You're just smoking along. It's no time. All right.
Alright, so this game gives me something in the co-op I haven't felt too much except for in Space, Command Dice Duelers, I think it is, the one where you're flying the two ships against each other. That had a cooperative element, but you're fighting against someone else. This is purely cooperative, and because of the fast-pacedness of it, and the fact that you don't have enough time to worry about your friends, you have to just hope that they're holding up their end of it. It gave me a real sense of teamwork when I was playing it. So I'm going to go with 11 on this. I think this might be replacing most of the other co-ops I'm going to be playing.
Mobile games, to me, they represent everything evil about the gaming industry, like the bad side. And when I play board games, I feel like I'm getting away from this. I feel like I'm getting away from this and computers because I'm always on this. I don't like to be on this. I like to be social and talk with friends. But now, and when it comes to this XCOM the Board Game, now I have this. I don't want this anymore. I don't want this in my tabletop games. And to top it all off, I used to play XCOM a little bit, and from XCOM, all I remember is the grid tactical combat with a destructible cover and just the whole tactical combat thing. But in this game, the combat is dry and repetitive. It's terrible. You move your guys on top of other guys to kill them, but first you move them inside a circle. A circle. There's no grid, there's no cover, there's no destructible cover, there's no, customizing your guys. I don't even know if you could do that in the game. I'm pretty sure you could. But I played XCOM, and this is not XCOM. This is dry and repetitive garbage, and I hate it. I'm gonna give this game a pass.
XCOM is a co-op game, and as we've covered multiple times, I think the keys to a good co-op game are high difficulty and good theme. And they did both. The difficulty in this game comes from the time pressure. It's all about that. Because if you took that away, it's a very stripped down system, and the app is doing a ton of the work for you anyway. So it's all about the time pressure, which works fine. And then the theme, it felt good. It felt right. It felt like we were all commanders in XCOM. I didn't feel like we were the soldiers or the squad leaders. You don't get that part of XCOM. Stay tuned. Maybe Fantasy Flight will do that. But it did feel like we were managing XCOM's assets to defend the world. So they did great with the theme, great with the time pressure. I gotta go with 11. Good job.
Check out our video on March 21st for your chance to win XCOM the Board Game.
Hi there. We're real excited about our 100 subscriber contest, but there are some rules. Eligible contestants must be subscribers to the Duality Gamecast YouTube channel. You must have a working email, and you must leave a comment in our March 21st XCOM review video. Thank you and good luck.
No.